Hello, everyone. My name is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel broadcast. Today, we're going to be broadcasting my 1950 Boston Red Sox season replay using PC Replay Baseball. Let's go back to April 26, 1950. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and we're playing the world champion New York Yankees. So let's go to the game. Here we are at the lineup screen. And if you were with me in the first game, I am allowing the AI to pick the lineups. I'm not playing as played lineups because I do not want to play the season without Ted Williams. Ted Williams was hurt in the 1950 All-Star game, played only the first half of the season, and the last couple of weeks missed half the season with a broken elbow. And I'm trying to avoid that because the Red Sox lost the pennant by 4 games. And if I have him the whole season, I'm hoping that the Red Sox will win the 1950 pennant. I like this batting order. I like this lineup. So let's go on to the Yankees and pick one for them. And the AI, I am not crazy about that one. I like Gene Woodling and Yogi Berra and okay, this one works for me. So let's go down to the field.
Replay Radio is live from New York. Top of the first.
Here we are at Yankee Stadium for the game on April 26th. The batting order for the Red Sox, we have Dom DiMaggio in center field batting first, Johnny Pesky at third base batting second, Ted Williams in left field batting third, Vern Stevens at shortstop batting fourth, Bobby Doerr at second batting fifth, Al Zarilla in right field batting sixth, Billy Goodman at first base batting seventh, Bertie Tebbetts catching batting eighth, and Ellis Kinder pitching and batting ninth. In the field for the Yankees, we have Johnson, Rizzuto, Coleman, and Mize in the infield, Woodling, DiMaggio, and Mapes in the outfield, Berra catching, Lopat pitching. Dom DiMaggio is about to step in for the first pitch, and here we go. It's a single to left field for Dom DiMaggio, and the Red Sox got the game going.
No outs, men on first.
Johnny Pesky steps in, batting 115 for the season. He's only 3 for 26, but it's early. He hits a looping fly ball to center field. Let's see what happens. We're going to roll a couple of dice. And he flies out. The ball's caught by Joe DiMaggio. If you were with me,
men on first.
If you were with me for the first broadcast, the play-by-play for my broadcasts are going to be a little different. Because there's multiple roles with PC Replay Baseball, it's very difficult to do a traditional play-by-play. Sometimes you get one roll, sometimes two, other times three. And so I'm going to do my best with the different roles. However, it is not going to sound like a play-by-play game as you would traditionally hear it. Ted Williams stepping in, batting .393 with 2 home runs, 8 RBIs in the season. And he hits a line out to the third baseman.
2 outs, men on first.
Vern Stevens steps up, batting .389. No home runs, 3 runs batted in. It's early in the season for him also. And he hits a double down the line in left field. Let's see what Dom DiMaggio is going to do. They're going to give him a chance to score. Let's see. And he does. And the Red Sox take an early lead. Let's see if Stevens going to go to third or stay at second. And he goes to third.
2 outs, men on third.
Red Sox take an early 1-0 lead. Bobby Doerr, who's batting .407 with a home run and 4 RBIs, steps in. And he hits a line drive single to left field. Possible error by Woodling. Let's see what happens here. We need to check his error rating. and it's not. Door's going to hold it first.
2 outs, men on first.
Here we go. Al Zarilla batting .333, a home run, 4 RBIs on the season. Red Sox leading 2-0 early. Ball hit to short, and we're going to check Rizzuto for a possible error. No way. He is too good a fielder, and the inning's over.
2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the first.
At the end of one half, Red Sox 2, Yankees coming to bat. Let's go over the Yankee lineup. We have Phil Rizzuto batting first at short, Gene Woodling batting second in left field, Yogi Berra catching, batting third, Joe DiMaggio batting fourth in center field, Johnny Mize batting fifth at first base, Billy Johnson at third base batting sixth, Jerry Coleman at second batting seventh, Cliff Mapes in right field batting eighth, and Eddie Lopat batting ninth and doing the pitching. The Red Sox in the field, we have Pesky, Stevens, Dorr, Goodman in the infield, Williams, DiMaggio, and Zarilla left to right in the outfield, Tebbets catching, Kinder pitching, Phil Rizzuto stepping in. And he gets a line drive to shortstop Stevens, who leaps and makes a great play.
1 out, bases empty.
Gene Woodling stepping in. Gene Woodling's only been up 8 times this season. He has yet to get a hit. And it's a ground ball to second. It's 9 times now.
2 outs, bases empty.
Yogi Berra stepping in, batting .458, a home run, 4 runs batted in for the 5-1 New York Yankees. And he flies out to center field.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
At the end of one, it's the Red Sox 2, Yankees nothing.
Top of the second.
Billy Goodman stepping in, batting .441. He's got 15 hits so far in this young season. And he singles up the middle for another hit. Goodman's on first, nobody out.
No outs, men on first.
Bertie Tebbets steps in. He's batting .176, 1 home run, 3 runs batted in. Ball's hit to third, second to first, double play.
2 outs, bases empty.
Ellis Kinder is stepping in against Eddie Lopat. He hits a ground ball to first. He's going to be taken. No, he's going to flip
runs,
to the pitcher.
1 hit, and none left on.
The end of 1.5. Red Sox lead 2-0.
Bottom of the second.
DiMaggio, Mize, and Johnson are up for the Yankees this inning. And Coleman, if somebody can get on base. And there's another leaping catch at shortstop. Unbelievable. 2 great plays, 2 straight innings.
1 out, bases empty.
Johnny Mize hitting .167, steps to the plate. Hits a ground ball to second, over to first, there's 2-way.
2 outs, bases empty.
Billy Johnson batting .273, stepping in against Ellis Kinder. The ball's hit to first, and he's going to take that one unassisted.
It's 1-2-3 inning.
At the end of 2, it's Red Sox 2, Yankees nothing.
Top of the third.
Here in the third inning, we've got DiMaggio, Pesky, and Williams due up. Vern Stevens, if one of those guys get on base. It's a ground ball to third. He's out.
1 out, bases empty.
Johnny Pesky steps in. Johnny Pesky flied to center field his first time up. And it's 2-way.
2 outs, bases empty.
Ted Williams steps into the plate, batting .379. First time up, he lined out to the third baseman. And now he's going to line out to the left fielder.
It's 1-2-3 inning.
At the end of 2.5, The Red Sox 2, Yankees nothing.
Bottom of the third.
Coleman, Mapes, and Lopat due up for the Yankees, facing Ellis Kinder. And there's a deep fly ball, but Zarilla's going to catch it.
1 out, bases empty.
Cliff Mapes is up. He's having a good start to the year. He's batting .550 with no home runs, 6 runs batted in.
Track 3, you're out. 2 outs, bases empty.
And Eddie Lopat comes to bat, facing his counterpart, Ellis Kinder.
Track 3, you're out. An easy inning to score, 1, 2, 3.
And there we have it. At the end of 3, it's the Red Sox 2, Yankees nothing.
Top of the fourth.
Here we have Vern Stevens, Bobby Doerr, and Al Zarilla due up. Vern Stevens started his career with the St. Louis Browns and is now playing for the Red Sox. He is a Boston Red Sox Hall of Fame player, and he led the American League in home runs in 1945. He steps in against Eddie Lopat with no home runs this year yet, just 4 runs batted in, batting .405. And he flies out to right field.
1 out, bases empty.
Bobby Doerr steps to the plate. Bobby Doerr, his number is retired at Fenway Park. It's right up there on the right field facade. It's number 1. And he hits a triple over DiMaggio's head in center field. Joe picks the ball up, throws it into the cutoff man, and they hold Bobby Doerr to a triple.
1 out, man on third.
Red Sox are threatening to score with 1 out. Man on third base. Al Zarilla to the plate. Al Zarilla also started his career in 1943 for the St. Louis Browns. He played for the Boston Red Sox for 2 seasons, 1949 and 1950. Then he came back. He went to the Browns in 52. He came back for the Red Sox 52 and 53, and that was a career. He is batting .324 with 1 home run and 4 RBIs in this simulation, and he steps in against Eddie Lopat. 2 away.
2 outs, man on third.
Doerr's still on third. Billy Goodman up. Billy's batting .457, which isn't surprising. He singled his first time up because he wins the American League batting title here in 1950. He hits the ball to second. We got another roll. Let's see. And it's out. And the Yankees get out of it.
1 hit and 1 left on.
At the end of 3.5, Boston 2, Yankees nothing.
Bottom of the fourth.
Yankees still looking for their first hit. Phil Rizzuto is coming to the plate, followed by Gene Woodling and Yogi Berra. Phil Rizzuto played his entire career with the New York Yankees. Let me look up something here. I'm curious now that I mentioned it. He made his debut on April 14th, 1941, and his last major league appearance was in August of 1956, all with the New York Yankees. He's facing Ellis Kinder. Let's go. And he walks. Gene Woodling steps to the
man
plate.
on first.
Gene Woodling is a member of the Baltimore Orioles Hall of Fame. He's a 6-time World Series champion, and he was an All-Star in 1959.
No outs, man on first.
Counts 2-0 to Woodling. Kinder throws. And he hits a double into the corner. Rizzuto is going to hold at third, maybe. He does hold at third. The runners are on second and third.
No outs, men on second and third.
That was the first hit for the Yankees, and now they're threatening to tie the game up. Yogi Berra steps to the plate. He pops it up to the second baseman for the second out.
One out,
Oh,
men on
excuse me.
second and third.
Only one out. Sorry about that. One out, runners on second and third. Joe DiMaggio up. He flies to center field to his brother Dom. And the runner scores. The Yankees are now trailing 2-1.
2 outs, men on second.
Woodling's on second. Johnny Mize is up, batting 154 for the season. He grounded to second his first time up. And that's the end of the inning.
1 run, 1 hit, and 1 left on.
At the end of 4, it's Boston 2-5-0. The Yankees 1-1-0.
Top of the 5th.
Here we go with Bertie Tebbetts. I remember Bertie Tebbetts as the manager of the Cleveland Indians. I do not remember him as a player, but I'll tell you a story here in a minute. He's facing Eddie Lopat. He hits the ball to third, and he's out.
1 out, bases empty.
Ellis Kinder steps to the plate. And he hits a single to left field. The pitcher gets the 6th hit for the Red Sox. The top of the order will be coming up. Dom DiMaggio.
1 out, men on first.
Dom singled and grounded to third his first 2 times up. And he singles to left field. Kinder's going to hold at second.
1 out, men on first and second.
Johnny Pesky coming up. And, of course, Johnny Pesky did not play his whole career with the Red Sox, but he is known as being a Red Sox player and manager and coach. He played for over 40 years and coached for over 40 years, and he is a member of the Boston Red Sox Hall of Fame. Here we go. He steps in against Eddie Lopat. Runners on first and second. 1 away. Hits the ball to third. Second to first, double play, and they get out of it.
That's their second double play turn today. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 left on.
And the score at the end of 4.5, it's Boston 2, Yankees 1.
Bottom of the 5th.
Due up for the Yankees are Billy Johnson, Jerry Coleman, and Cliff Mapes. Billy Johnson grounded unassisted to the first baseman his first time up, and we're going to have a second roll here. And he is going to fly out to the right fielder, 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
Jerry Coleman steps in. He flied out to the right fielder his first time up. And he hits a ground ball to second. He's going to be out at first.
2 outs, bases empty.
Cliff Mapes, it's having a real hot start of the year. He was batting .524, struck out his first time up. And he walked.
2 outs, men on first.
I wouldn't have pitched to him either, since the pitcher's up next. We may have a wild pitch or a balk or a pass ball, or we may have nothing. Let's see what this roll brings. It brings nothing.
2 outs, men on first.
Short fly ball to center field to end the inning.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on.
At the end of 5, it's still Boston 2, New York 1. Far cry from the 17-9 first game they played in Fenway Park to open the season.
Top of the 6th.
Williams, Stevens, and Dorr up due this inning. Williams batting .367, lined out to third, lined out to left. Let's see what he does now. He walks, and he'll be on first with nobody out.
No outs, men on first.
Vern Stevens up. Williams takes his lead. Williams is going to attempt to steal, but he holds.
No outs, men on first.
I only saw Ted Williams the last year of his career, but I don't think I've ever seen him steal. Make a long story short, here's a story I want to tell you. I am replaying a game that is 73 years old today, and it's hard to believe, but I've actually seen a couple of these guys play baseball. Yogi Berra and Ted Williams. I saw them both play. I guess that makes me old. Ground ball to first. It's going to be a force at second. Stevens is going to make it all the way to first base.
1 out, men on first.
Bobby Doerr's up. He singled and tripled in this game. He's looking good, batting .448 for the season. And he hits a line drive to left. He singles for his third hit of the game. There may be an error, though. Let's check on Woodling. There is no error. The runners will hold at first and second.
1 out, men on first and second.
Al Zarilla coming to the plate, batting .314 and 1 home run, 4 runs batted in. He grounded to short, singled, and struck out. And we have our first rare play of the game. Here comes at least 3 rolls. It's going to be a base hit, and the bases are going to be loaded. An infield hit.
1 out, bases loaded.
Billy Goodman up, batting .444 in his young season. No home runs, 5 RBIs. He's singled and grounded to second in the game so far. And he flies to center field for 2 away.
Two outs, bases loaded.
Bases still loaded. Bertie Tebbets at the plate. And Eddie Lopat strikes him out to get out of trouble.
No runs, 2 hits, and 3 left on.
At the end of 5.5 innings, it's Boston 2, New York 1.
Bottom of the 6th.
We have Rizzuto, Woodling, and Berra up. The Yankees still only have 1 hit in the game, but they only trail by 1 run. Rizzuto walks.
No outs, men on first.
Gene Woodling steps up to the plate. He's 1 for 10 in this young season. Rizzuto on first. Kinder looks in. And he walks. And Kinder's a little wild.
No outs, men on first and second.
Yogi Berra steps in. Yogi Berra has flied out to center field and popped up to the second baseman. He hits a ground ball to first. It's a force at second. Berra goes to first. There's 1 away. Runners on first and third.
1 out, men on first and third.
Joe DiMaggio steps in. Ellis Kinder's a little wild. Let's see what he can do with DiMaggio. Berra is going to be asked to steal. I'm not sure that would happen in real life. Let's see what happens. He's caught stealing. And that's why that doesn't happen in real life.
2 outs, men on third.
I think the AI made a mistake there. But there's now 2 outs, runner on third. Joe DiMaggio up. Kinder pitches. We're going to have another roll. It's a 50-50 chance that this game will be tied in a minute. But it isn't. Fly ball to right field. He's got it for the out.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on.
At the end of 6 innings, it's still Boston 2, New York 1. And the AI manager really didn't do them any favors by having Yogi Berra attempt to steal.
Top of the 7th.
Here we go, top of the 7th inning, Ellis Kinder, followed by Dom DiMaggio and Johnny Pesky. Kinder is going to hit for himself instead of being pitch hit for. The Red Sox bullpen is so bad, I'm going to leave the starting pitchers in until they have to come out. He hits a ground ball to third. He's going to be out.
1 out, bases empty.
Dom DiMaggio steps in, batting .326. He singled, grounded to third, and singled the second time. And he gets his third hit of the game with a single to left field. Woodling's going to be checked here for an error. And he's going to make the play. DiMaggio's going to hold it first.
1 out, men on first.
Johnny Pesky steps to the plate. Batting .103, he's having a slow start once again to the season. He flied to center, struck out, and grounded into a double play earlier. He's going to get an infield single. We're going to check Rizzuto for an error here, but he's a pretty good fielder, I think. And he makes an error. And the Red Sox are going to have runners on second and third.
1 out, men on second and third.
Lopat's got a little left in him, and Ted Williams steps to the plate, batting .367 on this season. Runners on second and third, 1 away. And we're going to have another roll, and it's a single. And Pesky's going to hold up because there's only 1 out. And 1 run scores. The Red Sox now lead 3-1.
1 out, men on first and third. They're making the call to the bullpen.
Don Johnson is coming in for the Yankees. He's a right-handed pitcher facing Vern Stevens. Vern Stevens is doubled, flied to right field, and grounded into a forced play, first baseman to shortstop his last time up. And he's hit a ball over Joe DiMaggio's head in center field. DiMaggio's going all the way to the 460 mark. He's picking it up.
Now has 3 RBIs today.
Stevens is going to hold at third, and he knocks in 2 runs.
1 out, man on third.
Stevens is on
they
third.
Brought the infield in.
Let me look up Don Johnson's record for 1949. I'm curious as to see who the AI put in there. In 1949, I don't have him there, so let's check him in 1950. He pitched in 8 games, was 0-1 with a 10.00 ERA, 9 strikeouts. I don't know why the AI picked him either. He's not having a good game for the Yankees, but Bobby Doerr steps in, runner on third. Red Sox leading 5-1.
Ball 4. Take your base. 1 out, men on first and third.
Al Zarilla steps to the plate, grounded to short, struck out and singled his last time up. And he hits a deep fly ball to left field that easily score Vern Stevens. Red Sox have 4 runs in the inning.
2 outs, men on first.
Billy Goodman, whose average is dipped below 500, steps in. He's single, grounded to second, and flied to center field. And he's going to hit a double. Doerr is going to score. The Red Sox have scored 5 runs in the top of the 7th.
2 outs, man on second.
And Bertie Tebbett steps to the plate. He grounded into double play, and he grounded in to a ground ball to third baseman and struck out his last time up. And he's grounding back to the pitcher to end the inning.
5 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on.
Red Sox lead 7-1 after 6.5 innings.
Bottom of the 7th.
Okay, here we go. Johnny Mize is going to face Ellis Kinder. He's got a little life still in him. Johnny Mize today is grounded to second and struck out. And he hits a deep fly ball to right field. He's going to be out.
1 out, bases empty.
Billy Johnson stepping in. He's grounded to first unassisted, fly to right field. The Yankees still only have 1 hit today. He hits a ground ball to third. Pesky's going to throw him out.
2 outs, bases empty.
Up to the plate steps Jerry Coleman. He's batting .240 for this young season. He flied to right and grounded to second. And he's going to double into the corner. Yankees get their second hit.
2 outs, man on second.
Ellis Kinder's facing Cliff Mapes, a .524 hitter this season, 11 hits and 21 at-bats. And he hits a triple to center field over Dom DiMaggio's head. And he's going to hold the third, and the Yankees have on the board again at 7-2.
2 outs, man on third.
Don Johnson's up. I'll be very surprised if we don't see a pinch hitter here.
The manager calls for a pinch hitter.
Bobby Brown stepping in. And he singles to left field to knock in the Yankees' third run of the game. The Yankees have something going here.
2 outs, man on first.
Phil Rizzuto steps in. He's lined out to short, walked twice. And he singles to center field. Bobby Brown looks like he's going to hold at second base.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Ellis Kinder is on the verge of being pulled. He's going to face Gene Woodling. And he hits a deep fly ball to right field. It's going to end the inning, however.
2 runs, 4 hits, and 2 left on.
At the end of 7, Red Sox lead the Yankees 7-3.
Top of the 8th, they're making the call to the bullpen.
Joe Page is now pitching for the Yankees. Ellis Kinder is going to be hit for. Joe Page is a lefty. We're going to looking for a right-handed pinch hitter. Let's see who we're going to have pull off the bench. Ken Keltner is pinch hitting. I must be honest with you. Before I started the season replay, I never heard of him. And we have a rare play, so we're going to have a couple more rolls. and the rare 4-roll at bat here at PC Replay Baseball, there is almost no chance Woodling's going to make an error. He's out.
1 out, bases empty.
Dom DiMaggio steps to the plate. He's singled 3 times in today's games. Now average raised to 341. He lines out to the right fielder, Mapes, 2 away.
2 outs, bases empty.
Johnny Pesky steps up to the plate. He singled his last time up. He's hit by a pitch. That's what he gets for singling.
2 outs, men on first.
Ted Williams steps up. He had a 5 and 6 chance of hitting a home run his last time up, and he singled. He's lined out to third, lined out to left, walked, and like I said, he singled his last time up. He's batting .387 with 2 home runs this season. And we have another one of those single or home run deals. And he's going to single again. It's to center field. Pesky's going to make it all the way around to third because of 2 outs. And Vern
2
Stevens
outs, men
is
on
up.
first and third.
Vern Stevens comes up here in the top of the 8th against Joe Page. Vern Stevens tripled his last time up, knocked in 2 runs. And he singles to center field. Pesky's going to score.
He now has 4 RBIs today.
Williams makes it all the way around to third.
2 outs, men on first and third.
Red Sox now lead 8-3. Bobby Doerr steps in. He's singled twice and tripled in today's game with an RBI. He pops
1
it up
run,
to second.
2 hits, and 2 left on.
And here we go to the bottom of the 8th. Red Sox lead 8-3.
Bottom of the 8th.
Berra, DiMaggio, and Mize is due up. I believe the Red Sox are going to be looking for a left-handed relief pitcher. And I think they have one. And that was a mistake on my part. I didn't know about the B grades, but he's going to face a batter, so he's going to face Yogi Berra. He popped it out to second base. My mistake didn't cost me.
1 out, bases empty.
But now I'm replacing him with the left-hander I should have replaced him with. Okay, here we go. Chuck Stobbs is now pitching. Joe DiMaggio's up. He hits the ball to short. He's out at first. Maybe he might be safe. No, he's out. It's one of those rolls I told you was confusing when I tried to do the play-by-play.
2 outs, bases empty.
Johnny Mize up, lefty against lefty. And that's the end of the inning.
And just like that, the inning's over. Top of the 9th.
We go to the top of the 9th. Red Sox leading 8-3. Red Sox do up this inning. Zarilla, Goodman, and Tebbets against Joe Page. And he flies out to left field. Woodling has it for the first out.
1 out, bases empty.
Billy Goodman steps up. Billy's singled and doubled today and has knocked in a run. And he singles again. Woodling throws the ball back in. Goodman's on first.
1 out, men on first.
Birdie Tebbets is up.
Two outs, men on first.
2 outs, runner on first. Chuck Stobbs is going to bat for himself with the Red Sox leading 8-3.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Joe Page does the cardinal sin and walks the opposing pitcher.
2 outs, men on first and second. They're bringing in a new pitcher.
That's what he gets. Fred Sanford's coming in for the Yankees. He's facing Dom DiMaggio, who's currently batting .333. He's singled 3 times in this game. And he pops it out to third.
No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left on. Bottom of the 9th.
We go to the bottom of the 9th. Red Sox leading 8-3. Billy Johnson, Jerry Coleman, and Cliff Mapes to face Chuck Stobbs. Ground ball to second, 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
Chuck Stobbs facing Jerry Coleman. Coleman today has flied to right, grounded to second, and hit a double his last time up. He hits the ball to second. There's a possible error here. Let's check against Bobby Doerr's error rating, and it's going to throw him out at first for 2 outs.
2 outs, bases empty.
Cliff Mapes comes to the plate against Chuck Stobbs. He's the Yankees' last hope. They're down 8-3, 2 outs, nobody on. He hits the ball to second, over to first. He may be safe, but he's out, and the game's over.
Boston wins the game easily. Until next time, this is Replay Radio signing off.
Red Sox win 8-3, 8-17-0 for Boston, 3-5-1 for the Yankees. The Yankees are now 5-2 in the American League. Red Sox are 6-3. Let's check the winning pitcher. Ellis Kinder's 1-1. Eddie Lopat 0-1. Chuck Stobbs got a save, even though saves weren't around in 1950. And Vern Stevens is the MVP. Let's go to the box score. The Red Sox, with 17 hits, got 3-hit games from Stevens, Dorr, and Goodman. The Red Sox had no home runs in this game. The Yankees got single hits, 5 of them. Let's go down to the pitching staff and see what happened there. Kinder pitched 7 innings, 5 hits, allowed 3 runs, struck out 3, walked 4, and he got the victory, while Lopat pitched 6 innings, 6 1/3, 12 hits, 5 runs, and their relievers weren't much better. Let's close this for a second. We'll take a look at what happened in the rest of the league. Philadelphia beat Washington at home 3-0. St. Louis at home lost to Detroit 8-7. Brooklyn beat Philadelphia in New York 6-1. And St. Louis beat Cincinnati on the road in Cincinnati. Let's take a look at the standings. Standings have the Detroit Tigers at 6-1 in first place, Yankees 5-2 in second, and the Red Sox 6-3 in third place. In the National League, the Boston Braves 5-2 lead that league. Now, if we take a look at the schedule for next week, let's do that, and we'll see which game we'll be broadcasting next week for my YouTube channel. Okay, let's look at Tuesday, Cleveland, Boston. Wednesday, Cleveland, Boston. Who do we got pitching? We don't know for the Red Sox. We have Ellis Kinder. So let's pick May 3rd. So we're going to do May 3rd, Cleveland at Boston for our game next week. I want to thank you all for joining me. This is Bernie Strom. I appreciate you being here. I also appreciate the fact that you're going to forgive a few of my errors that I made when I'm doing it. I'm still pretty new at this, but I'm sure I'll get better. Anyway, thank you for joining me. We'll see you next week.